how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play.
Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On the move to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Dancing. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Shifts by him. And down inside the 15 he goes. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Washington.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It was Morrow on the tackle. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 35-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. Steps away. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right?
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right.
That is caught.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
2nd and 5. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Chosen.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commander's 20-yard line.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession.
This 2nd and 4.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard.
Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So call running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Just a full play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now it's Crowder.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Escaping the pressure right. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
Brown with his stick skills. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Commanders.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Hassan Reddick able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 6. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game, probably something they need to do more of here losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield.
And look at this, another fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Gano's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup? We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. They'll set up a throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And shedding through the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
1st down, Washington.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
They'll set up to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 38. Eagles
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
1st down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away to his left.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Now it's Crowder.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense is converted.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That's not good enough, man.
So not one you see often there, roughing the passer against the punter.
And this is where you have to understand the rules when you're playing special teams, because when he becomes a passer throwing the football, it's like he's a quarterback. You can't just take a free shot at him. That costs 15 yards and gives him a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's down to the 12.
They'll look to throw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put,
touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders just continue to roll.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
45. Eagles 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
And now off to the races down the right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Throwing is Hurts.
Inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race.
Oh, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. That's caught by Chosen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's second and 10.
Emmanuel Ford's on the coverage.
Back to throw again.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Hurts.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's, and now the rookie's free. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Powered, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, what a move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Here's Swift.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagle. DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And bulldozing it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They begin the drive with Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 1. That quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man, that's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Gano the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at
to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Jabril Cox.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.